So I have to disappoint you. I'm sorry. I promised I would finish the build along video, but I can't. I couldn't, and I had to stop. No, I actually did record the whole thing. I did finish, but there's so much content that I don't have the time to edit it and post it online. And I need to stop the videos where they are right now for that reason. I'm sorry because I know a lot of people here were following along with me, but I will post some B-roll right around here to show you the finished product and see what it actually looks like. I personally would never sell this because there's way too many compromises I had to make. Obviously, this was because of my camera situation and all the drama that I had to go through to film this thing while doing this. But my wife loves it. My mom, my aunt, my friends, they love it. Someone, at least two people want to buy it from me. I won't sell that. I won't put especially with my name on it, because it's not up to the standard that I would set for myself for something that I would make to sell. That's the whole point. I am going to do another build along video, but I'm going to change the whole format and make it a lot more concise, but I'll try to keep it as detailed as this one was, because this one was super detailed, right? This was like taking you every step of the way. So I'm leaving what I currently have, as much as I wanted to take it down. I'm leaving what I currently have, and then when I start the second build along for a different product, then you can take the information from that first set, apply it to your Leathercraft, and then we can move on to the second build along as we progress. Whenever that is, I'll let you know. Just keep your eye on the channel to find out. What I'm doing next, however, is a series of videos, right? And I just posted this on Reddit, that I'm going to be doing videos that tackle particular skills and particular let's say techniques and different areas of Leathercraft, so that you can take these skills and apply it to all sorts of different builds, so that you don't have to be stuck using what I taught you in the build along. So this is going to be a lot more broad spectrum. And I'm going to start with the first item, right, which is today's topic, which is just finish it. And you're going to be doing a lot of, I can show you bins. I can show you bins and bags of wallets and purses and different things and cuffs and all sorts of stuff that I have made over the years that never finished. But someone, I guess the untrained eye would look at it and say, but that is finished. I would buy that. I would use that. But there's something I learned years ago when I was doing 3D animation. I remember my first class. After my first class, I went home and I spent hours and hours. I stayed up all night and I built this 3D lamp. If I can find the picture, I'll post it right here, right? I was so proud. It took me a long time to make this. It took me about a week to make this. Now, my aunts and my family at home, everyone was like, this is incredible. I mean, if you can do this after a week, imagine what you can do, by the time you're done with this course. But when I posted it on the forums at the time, it was Spin Quad, because I was doing Lightwave. And I remember going up expecting a lot of kudos. And I remember the first probably 10 comments that I got was not criticism, it was critiques. Okay, your lighting here is not so hot. This needs more of that. Your reflection maps, your blah, 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 blah. I was thinking, does anybody think this is even good? Like, would anybody give me a compliment? And I wrote something to that effect. And one guy said something that changed everything for me since then, right? And I apply it here as well. He said, don't make products or don't do renders or don't make stuff to impress your mom. Make things to impress your peers. And if you think about it, if you really think about it, imagine you make a leather product and you go onto Reddit's Leathercraft forums and stuff, or wherever you go, and you post it thinking, this is going to impress everyone. Now, for the most part, Redditors are typically nice enough to tell you, this is a great start. Here's where you need to advance, right? Hardly you would ever get anyone saying, this is super, this is incredible, and there's nothing I can say about this that's going to make it better. This is, whoa, give me the pattern. I want to make this, And you only tend to find that happens with people who've been doing this craft for years and post a product that they just made and put it up online. This is because we aren't here to help you feel good about yourself. we're here to help you get better. That's your point, right? So your peers, these are the guys who know what to look for a product that's actually has faults or could be better in certain areas, especially if you aren't posting it asking for help. So when you get this mentality like ingrained in you, you start to see your own products as not being good enough, not being good enough. And that's fine, but don't let that get you from or prevent you from finishing your products. Finish it. Even when you get to 90%, 95%, and you look at it and you're saying, no, there's a wrong stitching line, it's crooked or whatever the case is, there's a scratch going across something. There's always stuff you can do to redeem products, by the way. But that's another topic I'll do. But remember this thing. You owe it to yourself and to everyone who's given you advice so far and everyone who's ever taught you anything to finish this product. Even if it means not finishing it the way that you planned when you started it. Now, the questions I like to ask are why and why not, and these are the whys you would want to finish it. Experience. You might actually learn a way to redeem a product, right? You might learn how to take your edges are gone. Say you dug a whole section out of one of your edges. You can't fix that, right? Because you can't add leather to it. But what you can do is cut the entire thing off and then do a folded edge and run a new stitch line. There's just so many things that you can do, and you can learn this by a product that you don't plan to sell per se, right? And because you took the time to finish it, you have learned something. This is experience, and this is going to be your greatest teacher here. I'm not telling you to spend your expensive leather and thread just for the sake of finishing it. So this is where you start to substitute with things that aren't as valuable. Use your older threads, use your scrap leathers, use whatever. And don't let the fact that you have other projects on the table be your excuse. Why? Because if this was a real project that you were finishing, you would have had to take the time to finish it anyway. So you might as well finish and learn something from it. And let me make sure I didn't forget anything in the why nots. The why nots are don't use your expensive stuff because you don't want to waste it. And also, if you really are super pressed and you can, let's say, forego this one and start over in time to finish to get the product out, then fine, no problem, do that. Give yourself the opportunity to come back after the fact and still finish it. Trust me, this is going to help you along the way. The other thing that I was looking at, the progression finishing or the progression completion, is where, for example, this case is a real case. So I had this idea last week for a wallet, right? A concept, and this is it. And it's just a card slot in front and a money slot in the back, a bill slot, and it's just supposed to be stitched right around the bottom here, and it's supposed to be stitched just around the edge here so that you can slide your money in. Now, to test it out, I didn't take my expensive leather and all that stuff. It's good leather, it's just not my most, and I used this is why you don't throw away leather either, right? I used this from other scraps I had just to build the concept so that I could test it out. I could see what type of thicknesses we're dealing with, what tolerances we're dealing with, where I have to adjust the pattern if I need to adjust the pattern, and all of those things, right? And then when I got this far, I said, okay, I'm going to get to this point where I actually use an example, because my idea was to inlay the sections here with a sort of exotic, right, and on the back as well. So I went on to some similar scrap leather, right, and I just used some textured or embossed leather, not an exotic, nothing expensive, just to make it look the way that I wanted the final product to look. So I notice I have no stitching done, right? And that's simply because I chose not to go that far because I had an idea of what I needed to change by this time. And then I got disenchanted with the product. And I said, look, I'm not going to bother with this. It just wasn't, I don't know, maybe the shape was wrong or something about it was just not, appealing to me anymore. I just thought, nah, I'm not interested in it anymore. Then I said to myself, I came this far. Why not? Let me learn something along the way. And I went ahead and I picked, so this one used some reverse rough out from Baldassi. I always mix up the name. And I actually used some Botero that I dyed. And I used real exotic in here simply because I had some lying around that I could use. And the feel is so different to the samples because now I'm using the leather that I would actually use if I was going to make this. And now it feels like a product that I would actually want. In fact, one of my friends somebody came over recently and saw it and asked me if this is one that was for sale. And I said, no, it's a work in progress. I'm not sure I'm even ever going to make it. And they kind of urged me to finish this because they would like it. Now, I have some changes to make to the sizing and stuff, but, it's not even done as you see it here. The stitching is simply on the decorative side. It's not holding this down to the product itself. So now that I took these steps to go from this point to getting the I don't want to say the final product, but getting to this part and feeling it in my hands and looking at it and thinking and hearing someone else say, I would like this. This just opened up another possible revenue stream for me for people who might want this particular product. And had I not done that, it would have never seen the light of day. And it's not me telling you that you are supposed to now go get the final product. To get to this point, you have to get the proper leathers and you have to get the exotic leathers and use it. It's not me saying that. I'm just saying I had it lying around and I could have spared it, so I did it. If not, I would probably just have, if I wanted to finish the prototype using regular, quote unquote, regular leather, the other leathers, I would probably just slim down the leather manually, get it to the right thicknesses, work the tolerances, choose the right threads that I want to try out, and then when I'm done and I'm satisfied, get the right leather that I want, the right inlays that I want, and the right threads that I want, and go ahead and make the product and then put it up for. So this is an example of a progression type of completion. Complete something, finish something, or as the title of the video goes, just finish it. Whatever finish it means in the context, just finish it. And then thank yourself for taking that step and going that extra mile. So, this is my atelier. I'm Tristan. I'm Henry Luffy. I'm Mieko Miyuki. I am Coil. I am Apollo. All of those artisans under my brand. And I welcome you officially to the first video in my series. This series, I'm not even naming it. This is a series of Leathercraft videos. So I have a lot of other videos planned. I hope that this has been of some help. If you have any questions, please drop it for me. And if you have any suggestions, right, and stuff you want me to cover, drop it for me as well. I'll do my best to cover that in a video as well. As I said earlier, as for the build along, I'm so sorry that I'm not finishing it, but everything that's currently there is going to stay there. Thanks for dropping in, and leave me the comments and questions and whatever else, suggestions, whatever you have below. I'll see you guys later. Remember, Jesus is the way. Take care, guys.